Go live. Do it live.
We are live.
We are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 125. 125. Today is Friday, March 16th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish, that is right, Johnny
Real
Cash.
10-ish.
Today is a 10-ish day.
Oh, yeah.
It happens sometimes, people, but we said it from day one. This will be a 10-ish show.
Hola.
Pending the scheduling. So here are some of our new subscribers. See you live.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Angela? Dan Man 03, Canadian Crypto Gia, the Gamekeeper, Crypto Q in the house, Johnny Cash, Glow Incorporated is first. I love that. This is too funny.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Angela Brown, Sergeant Crypto. What up, man?
For the free Bitcoin, who won it?
All right, for the free Bitcoin, AJ Davis, thank you for your comment about the G20 summit. The actual question was about whether or not G20 would be positive or negative, and basically he stated that G20 is trying to regulate something they did not start, so ultimately it will be sort of negative because they're trying to, like we said before, put a stranglehold on the innovation that's basically pushing them out the way. I mean, if somebody was trying to take your job, what would you do? So AJ Davis, thank you for that comment, and we have sent you that free Bitcoin.
Thank you. Shout out to Malik. It's me, Boss Lady.
Oh, yeah.
And Decentralized. Haven't seen that name in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Decentralized, we know what you over here pumping. Decentralized over here shilling what's been going on.
What's up, man?
All right, as always, people, if you haven't already, go ahead and sign up for that digital assets group. That reduced price is still up for another 48 hours. You can also find us on the podcast under Google Play, iTunes, and Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what is going on in the crypto world today? Let's go ahead and bring up this nice, cool article, Cam. Boom, there you go.
Yep.
Crypto for the first time.
Mama, we made it.
I know, right? Crypto featured for the first time in U.S. Congress Economic Report. Mm-hmm. What is going on with crypto in Congress?
Well,
as always.
We reported before, like I said, Bitcoin was featured in Forbes for one of the first times. It was in Merriam-Webster for the first time, and now we have made it into the joint economic report by Congress, and it was released. It's a 300 or so page document. It outlines the different problems we face in our economy, and there's an entire section about blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrencies. They mention Bitcoin and Ethereum. They talk about the gains made from it and how private and public sectors need to work together to come up with regulation, which, like we've stated before, that line is completely blurred between private and public. As you can see with bankers who work for a bank, then they go work for a regulator. It's sort of the same thing in crypto. It's like you're private if you work for a company, but you're quote-unquote public if you work for the government, whatever. That line's kind of blurred. But now that it's in there, it is one of those documents that everybody has to pay attention to now. Mm-hmm. They literally just legitimized it.
Yes, it is a real thing.
It is a real thing. It's been on, our radar for a few years. It's been on other people's radar for a few months. But for these Congress people that have kind of sat on the sideline, haven't mentioned it, it's in their face now.
It's not real. I don't need to pay attention to this thing.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do now.
Right. You better study up on it. Get this look. You see this little paper right here? Mm-hmm. This is actually a thick handbook. This is the cover. Yeah. And if you do anything in regulation, I don't care whether it's crypto or non-crypto, financial sector or not, you better have a copy of this sitting on your desk when the boss man walks in or the boss woman walks in, because if not, they're going to ask you why you don't know about crypto.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can't read? What's wrong with you? Yeah.
334 pages?
Yeah. And if you go to, I think it starts on page 202, if I'm not mistaken. I was reading through it this morning. And the thing about any report by a government, or you got to scroll down because they actually got it out of order. But any report by government, any report from a agency that has any type of regulatory control, like we always said, it's free promotion, but it also legitimizes it, because now whenever your uncle or your family member is like, well, it's not real. It's not real. Well, it's very real. And
it's in the economic report.
Same report as they're talking about your retirement.
Here it is, the year of
cryptocurrency. Yep. It's in the same report where they talk about your stocks. They talk about your credit ratings. They talk about all the housing loans and stuff. All that is right beside good old crypto, the fake money. Everybody.
I was going to go there. It's always amazing. Like, it made it to this report. Mm-hmm. Literally, people, you don't understand the struggle You don't understand the struggle. For people who just got in 2017, you don't understand the struggle of being looked at like you have no clue what you're talking about by not only regulators, but by other professionals and stuff that literally have looked at you when you try to bring up crypto and Bitcoin to them pre-June of 2017, really, pre-July, August of 2017. That look of people give you that you literally have no clue what you're talking about. You're a crazy person. And you're just out here committing felonies and laundering money and criminal terrorist acts. You
must be a criminal.
You're right. You must be a criminal.
Like, what are you talking about?
But like you said, now it's literally has made its way to this report. It's 334-page report that's going around on every representative, regulator. It's going on everybody's desk. And by the way, speaking of regulators, we tried to pull up on Brad Sherman yesterday. He's still in D.C. So we're going to wait in the parking lot for him next week. And he'll eventually have to check in, so we'll see him then.
At some point.
But this is amazing news. I mean, literally, you're looking at history changing people. These are the building blocks right now. Today is an economic report. Literally, in a year or two from now, where is it going to be? You know, it's going to be one of those things where in 2 to 3 years, if you're a politician and you don't know about crypto, like as far as talking points, they bring up abortion, same-sex marriage, gender roles, or whatever. And then they're going to have crypto. They're going to have crypto coming up right next to it, and you cannot speak on it. You literally might as well just walk your way out of it because clearly you don't know what's going on in the American or in the international household. So.
Yeah, I can't wait for one of the town hall meetings where somebody stands up and is like, "Excuse me, Senator, what are your feelings on Monero?" You're like, "What?"
Criminals and terrorists. And,
how are you dealing with the volatility of Dogecoin?
Dogecoin. That is going to kill. How are you dealing with the volatility of Dogecoin?
I can't wait for that town hall meeting, man. That's going to be hilarious seeing somebody stand up there and stammer, "Well, distributed ledger technology is promising." You know, they already got the lines written.
I've always been a part of the crypto community. I've loved it. They loved me.
I love innovation,
but
it must be regulated.
You've been a part since April 2018. Like, you don't get out of here.
It's like the people that's like, I'm a 10-year veteran of Bitcoin and blockchain. Get out of here, man. It's only been around 9.
Every time someone tries to invite me or add me as a person, whoever on LinkedIn, they have crypto expert next to it. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna let that sit there.
Remember the one guy we met at the get together, I Go Live thing? And He was like, I've been in since 07. Where like, you been in since 07? You invented Bitcoin?
Interesting mathematics you have.
I think we met Satoshi actually.
Yeah, I think we did meet Satoshi one time. That is what happened.
Yeah, I think we met Satoshi, man.
There we go, Crypto Q said, copy this on your desk, better read it in the chow line. Here we go. Hit him with that military stuff.
Oh yeah, and the Treasure Tea. Yeah, still gotta check that out. I gotta order mine. Order some.
Oh yeah, the Treasure Tea.
Yeah, so I can do a full tutorial type thing for the subscribers in our group, but everybody else you'll have to subscribe. Yeah.
What other tutorial did you do this week?
Well, we had the OO platform tutorials out. Actually held back on putting them out because they were upgrading this entire week, so we'll double up on them putting them out. But the OO platform for mining artificial intelligence-backed cryptocurrency to use trading bots currently, also for gaming platforms, and a lot more stuff in the future that they're building with smart addresses. So in order to get on the ground floor of certain projects, we'll be bringing you very new projects that we actually have a stake in, and then also as well showing you how to use different aspects of that actual coin. So
there we go.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Trump's new economic advisor hints at friendly tax policy for crypto investors. First of all, would you look at this guy's face? I mean, this is amazing.
He used to work for Bear Stearns. What do you expect?
He looks like Sherman from yesterday, honestly, as far as he's I know what I'm talking about. You can listen to me.
You trying to say all dinos look alike?
I am trying to say many dinos look alike. Oh, yeah. President Donald Trump's new economic advisor has set his sights on lowering the capital gains tax rate, a move that will prove to be a huge boom to cryptocurrency investors. That's pretty cool. Earlier this week, Trump announced that he had tapped Larry Kudlow to become the new White House economic advisor, filling a post left vacant by outgoing advisor Gary Cohn. Now, we all know what's going on in Trump's cabinet right now, which is madness, in the sense of not who votes for what and who's biased against what, just in the fact that it's been a revolving door. I think we can all say that's
like
a fact.
Political chairs.
It is. People are coming in and going out. I actually love it because I know at those meetings he has everyone uneasy. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I applaud him for that because
everybody's scared at work.
Right, that's what I'm saying. How often can you go inside the White House and literally have everyone there They don't know. They don't know if they're going to be here tomorrow.
And I work places where people were at the job looking for a job. Like, they were literally building their resume and looking over the shoulder, making sure the boss wasn't coming. So that work environment, I already know people coming in scared every day. Like, oh, this may be the last one. This may be it. You never know.
So I think that's why he has that face, and I love that. Oh, Sergeant Crypto, the article name is, what's the article name right here?
It's really just Congress Economic Joint.
Yeah.
Congress Economic
It's the Economic Report. Yeah.
And I think
Congress
they have it on their website
Report
as well, government, US.gov.
Yeah. It's probably on C-SPAN or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's going on over there with Trump? So what's going on with his economic advisor, friendly tax? For one, I hate this hints at friendly tax policy for crypto investors. You know where I stand on this. People, they cannot tax you on crypto. Stop giving away your crypto. I don't know what we need to tell you. Like, I'm going to say blatantly.
Crypto for taxes. And technically, they're not taxing crypto.
And even then, until they figure out how much crypto you have and take it from you, do not give it to them. That is theft. Yeah. That is literally theft and corruption at its highest point. Like, they didn't even believe in it 2 years ago. Now they want to take it. Do you understand how crazy that is?
Yeah, get out my face.
It's not happening, all right?
Yeah. And I mean, this policy, like as far as taxes go, we've always encouraged you to do your own thing, but we always have Ned Flanders and the Diddley Gang.
And this is like the Diddley Gang leader right here.
Exactly. They're always floating around, so they're trying to figure out what's the best way that I can pay my taxes in crypto and what's the advantages. One good thing about this is if people look at crypto from an institutional standpoint and they say, well, if I'm getting taxed for capital gains, which whatever they make up after that, and it's cheaper than it would be to use something else. Compared to the gains you make in the stock market versus crypto, a lot of people may move to crypto and say, hey, if I'm getting less capital gains, I might as well use crypto because the gains I get from that are way more substantial than the stock market ones, so I can actually get more money. Which, like I said, these people are going to eat themselves eventually because they keep saying we're going to tax it, we're going to do this, we're going to tax it. But it's just free promotion for institutional investors to get in so they feel safe and secure. Because when you're working with millions of dollars, a lot of times they want to follow those regulatory rules because nothing worse than losing. Only thing worse than being broke is losing money. So.
That's true. I mean, it says here, lower capital gains rate would likely be welcomed by cryptocurrency investors and traders because the U.S. Internal Revenue Service classifies cryptocurrency as property for tax. For one, CoinDesk, who told you it would be welcomed by cryptocurrency investors? This is what I mean. Like,
Bitcoin is an open source.
Great writing, but come on, like great writing, but
property.
To make a fact like this, it'll be welcomed by crypto investors and traders. Says who? This is a global phenomenon. Who have you interviewed for this article? I am quite curious. Makes no sense. Whenever a U.S. resident disposes of his or her cryptocurrency holdings, whether by selling it or using it to purchase the proverbial cup of coffee, he or she is supposed to make a record of the transaction, report to the IRS any gains or losses, realize at time to dispose. So they want you every time you use it. Kind of like, let's say you had $10 and you're at the flea market. Every time you buy, sell, or do anything at that flea market, you're supposed to record that and give it to the government for them to take money from you.
Look at my face.
Yeah, how ludicrous is that? Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Whatever, man.
I mean, saying all that, of course, we do it. That's why we rarely make trades in any of that good stuff. However, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
It is crazy. Net profits are taxed as capital gains, rates for which vary both on the income level of individuals as well, how long he or she held the investment. I mean, again, if someone's had crypto since 2010 or something like that, and they're giving it to the tax person, good. You deserve to. Yeah. You diddly gang Ned Flanders, you deserve to lose your money.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that is insane, Alex Daly. We definitely have seen this start from the very beginning. We've literally seen where it was nobody talking about it was fake, all the way up to now where it's this panic of people trying to figure out ways to get in on crypto the right way, so to say. But that's not why it was built. So
right.
Y'all can do what y'all want.
It is permissionless. Remember that. Puerto Rico creates blockchain advisory council reportedly to filter legitimate projects. Ooh. Oh, that was a beautiful picture. Puerto Rico blockchain, sun in the background. Shout out to Crypto Q. You got some people out there. Puerto Rico's Department of Economic Development and Commerce. Why are there so many departments of everything in the world? It's amazing. Will be forming an advisory council to promote blockchain use for business in the country. Local news outlet El Nuevo Dia reported Thursday, March 15th. I think that's pretty good. I mean, it sounds like great news to me.
And we've seen Puerto Rico is it was touted as a crypto tax paradise, so to say, because they're looking at not taxing crypto if you use it in Puerto Rico. However, we did say that maybe a what was it, operation to get everybody down in one spot and then wrangle everybody up at the same time.
Arrest everybody at once.
Yeah, exactly. But you thought it was a game. This is still territory of the U.S., so everything you've been doing is actually illegal.
Right.
So yeah, it could be, but
that's what they're going to try.
It is good that they have private and public people coming together, trying to come up with some sort of blockchain framework for the people who want it. For other people who just have a computer right now, they can just start using crypto. They don't need to wait for this council. And I'm sure there are people in Puerto Rico who have. I know the electricity problem may be an issue. However, at its price right now in Puerto Rico, electricity price super cheap. So I can see people using that as a place for crypto paradise, so to say. But that blockchain alliance, hopefully they come up with something better than what we've seen before, but probably not. And
it looks like it's kind of regulatory as well. SRO, self-regulatory organization. Again, we're starting to see more of these. We saw with Crypto UK. We saw that the Winklevoss twins with Jim and I are trying to start one here in the US. Like, this is where the industry is headed, is having these organizations try to regulate themselves. Of course, the big thing for us is saying, hey, if you want to do self-regulation in the industry, not necessarily don't include the government, but don't go by their standards necessarily, because they don't know what they're talking about at this point in time.
They need to ask us.
Right, for real. Yeah, you really need to ask the people who use this stuff, who are in it, who talk about it every day, because those are the people it affects the most. So it's good to see that Puerto Rico's doing this. It'll be amazing if they do end up being that tax haven or that tax paradise. And it's another method and vehicle to get them back on their feet, of course, from the natural disaster happened, by having a bunch of young people or even old people that's all into crypto flood to their country as a safe haven and start to rebuild their lives there. So I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, good plan there. Shout out to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. There we go. Philippines senator proposes harsher penalties for cryptocurrency crimes. All right, we talked about this. I love how
that's an upgrade.
Right, I love how they have the handcuffs next to the proverbial bitcoins here.
It's kinky.
I'm done with this guy. Please, somebody help me. But no, a new bill filed by Philippines lawmakers seeking tougher consequences for citizens involved in cryptocurrency crimes. What was the other country that I was doing this other day? We talked about this literally like a day or two ago.
I forget the name of it. But yeah, they said the same thing.
It was another country doing the exact same thing.
It was in Europe,
which is ridiculous. You can't, just because they're literally saying if the crime involves cryptocurrency, to make the punishment stricter. That is, people, do you like this, we should be rioting in the streets right now. Like, they are saying that it's almost like, if you do a robbery without a weapon, it's considered a whatever class. It's technically not a felony or something, or it might be a low one. And if you have a weapon, it becomes like a dangerous crime, or whatever, it becomes a felony. Yeah. Just from that difference. I understand that. You don't have a gun when you rob the store. Now you have a gun. You're going to get this harsh sentencing.
Yeah.
They're saying this didn't involve crypto. This did. You get a harsher sentencing. It's numbers. I thought it was imaginary. I thought it didn't matter. But now we're getting harsher penalties for it. This is the second country doing this. At first it was kind of hee-hee, ha-ha funny. But now it's getting dangerous, because if this is the second country proposing this, or the second time we're seeing this, then, how far are we going to go? Yeah. How many more times will we see this? What other countries are going to jump on this using this same reasoning that, hey, it takes us too much work to figure this out, and we should punish and penalize these people even more. So,
which is hilarious, because it basically seems like if you do extortion or money laundering and it's cash, you just get a regular felony. And then if you do it with crypto, you're going to get, a super felony, or like, I don't know, like
right.
Felony deluxe. I don't know what. I mean, with the increase in crimes or trying to get people to use crypto, it's all FUD, man. It's all just a ploy to keep you away, because they know when the next bull run comes, which it may be in the next couple weeks, there is nothing you can do to stop this next one.
When the next one comes, people, you understand, like, that price is going to be like literally skipping over numbers.
Yeah.
It's going to be blinking, just like we called it when it happened in December. We told you how fast it would happen. It literally, for those who just joined, the price was literally blinking. If you weren't signed up and if you didn't know how to trade, you couldn't get any trades off. You couldn't even trade. So that is going to happen again. That's not over, people. That's what they want you to believe, because if you haven't noticed, for those who missed the last one, whenever that bull run starts, it's going to start literally out the blue. It's going to be a Tuesday at 2 in the morning, and it's going to go from 8 to 10, 12, 15. It is literally going to blink like that.
And people are going to panic and try to buy into it.
They're going to try to FOMO it out, and that's when it's going to shoot up. So
huge wave,
so be ready for that. But just know, yes, CryptoQ called it.
Yeah.
Vlogging, chewing gum, all that stuff. It's crazy. GIODTV, that's bonanzas.
Yeah. And see, game people dying for it to happen. That's literally when we start hitting bottoms. Is when people are like, "Oh my God, I'm exhausted with these charts. I'm tired of looking at nothing. Nothing's happening." As soon as they shake out enough people, the market makers and the people, the big whales who have the money to do it, then it's only popping from there. Because that's what happened last time when people were losing hope. What's going on? What's happening? By the end of the year, is there any way we can make it to 10,000? Blah blah. That was around 5. I remember that. That was like early November, late October, and then people were like, well, maybe we may make it, maybe not. We may go back down to 3K. And then boom, every single day for about probably 2 weeks in December, the price went up. I swear every night, set a long position, go to sleep, and wake up, you make some money. So
you getting people excited over here. Crypto Supreme, so you think the bull run will happen in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, actually. And somebody was saying...
Decentralized know what's up. He said, it's coming to April, I bet.
He said the 2-year bear market isn't happening anymore. The last time the reason it was a 2-year bear market, we didn't have any innovation around it. Like I said, we got Robinhood. We got the story we got today.
Abra. What's the app that everybody's been? Cash App. People have been using Cash App like crazy right now.
Network. We didn't have millions of people Google Analytics-wise searching at the time. This was when, like I said, crypto really was scary, going from 1,000 to 200, which wasn't even, that was the most artificial pump ever, like we said, between Mt. Gox and somebody's crazy bot. That wasn't even a real pump. So this one, like I said, this has definitely made the new people realize that you get in at the top, you get sliced. So if you buy at the right price at a good entry point, boom, when the price starts actually taking off, like we said in a couple of weeks, I think when tax season starts ending and people start actually having the funds to put towards it, as well as institutional people feel comfortable, that's where you have the perfect mix for a bull run, in my opinion.
Dude, I don't think you realize.
Abra, we're about to talk about
we're about to talk about Abra. Look, we done told you all in the comment section about taking our stories before we mention them. We would appreciate if you would stop. No, but seriously, I remember last year when that first initial pump happened in April and May. I'm telling you, it caught everyone off guard, people. You have to remember, in 2016, we were looking at a Bitcoin price of anywhere about $400 to $500. This was 2 years ago. 2016, $400 to $500. 2017 came, beginning we hit $1,000, so we were tinkering from $900 to $1,100 up and down.
For 2 months.
For 2 months. Same thing as right now. Same thing, people. Like, we went through this at another level. So
it was 1,000 to 700 for about 3 months.
And literally, April and May rolled around, and that thing just started jumping. It caught a lot of people off guard. That's when a lot of people who talk about NEO, that's when it was actually Ant shares. Ant shares was literally, you can look at the chart. Ant shares was like, 30 cent last year around March, April. By May and June, when Ant shares came back in, it was talking about rebranding as NEO. You started to spike a little bit. When it officially became NEO, I think in about June, July. That's when it started skyrocketing to a whole $8, $10. Of course, that doesn't sound like a lot now. That's 100 and something, but it used to literally be less than 40 cents. At the beginning of last year, NEO, which was called Ant shares, was less than 40 cents. March, April, May, June rolled around. That thing turned to NEO and it took off. So same as Stratus. Stratus is when it had its pump last year. So literally we're seeing the same thing, and that's the trend we're tracking right now.
The only difference I think this time is there'll be more concentrated cryptocurrencies that get pumped or that have a higher price, simply because some of the other projects like ICOs are kind of going away. Some of these other ones are proven to be dead. Whenever there's no huge market sentiment, all of a sudden the developers disappear. There's no support. So I think people that are in the space will kind of stay away from the super small ones and actually concentrate into some of the big ones like Monero, Litecoin, some of the bigger volume ones. So.
Bitcoin app Abra adds support for 70 cryptocurrency and Fiat stablecoins.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on with Abra?
Oh, yeah.
Abra.
Another platform is now taking on the role of allowing you to purchase cryptocurrency in one app, which is what we've always said is whoever comes up with the killer app where crypto is easily acceptable is going to win. It seems like everybody who has any type of money transmission app, Cash App, Robinhood, and now Abra, they're all getting into cryptocurrency because they see the writing on the wall. They're even investing in Lightning Network, like we stated yesterday, simply because a way for anybody with a phone to easily download an app, and as soon as you transfer any money or transfer anything, you can buy crypto just like that. That is what you need for the mainstream to get used to it. Because I will say, the process it takes to buy through exchanges, to explain it to people, all of that is basically consulting at that point. Like you have to walk people through the steps, show people how to sell it, how to change their wallets to segues, all that stuff. This actually allows people to do it on their own, so that when you say, yeah, you can buy this one for long-term hold, you can buy this one, it actually makes it easy for your grandmother, somebody who's not technically, aware, younger kids. Because, I mean, if you look
that's what it's really about to hit, the younger people, the younger generation.
A lot of younger people that maybe have just got their first bank account, got a couple $100, they can easily use it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
Yeah, $8 in the
Here we go.
But yeah, good news from Abra, and always good to see competition for Coinbase.
It is. I saw somebody, what was it? Sergeant Crypto said Coinbase is dead. Yeah, and you kind of hear, it says the wallet is non-custodial, meaning that users retain control of their private keys at all times. Do not have to worry that they will lose their funds at Abra's hat.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's amazing. Here you kind of see outlay of what it is.
Mm-hmm. Outside of the bank transfers, that's literally what decentralized exchanges are doing. They're just linking the bank accounts to it. So
nice. I mean, this is great news.
The shovels, yep. Somebody, like we've stated before, is during the gold rush, people who made the most money are the ones who sold the shovels. So that's why these apps are coming out right now, because they're basically giving you the tools you need to get crypto. So, and
this is, I mean, honestly, this is a ton of innovation just on the app side this year. Like, and to see all this happen at once, like, what's this? The number was this 3 or 4. You got Cash App, you got Robinhood, you got Abra, how you pronounce it now, Circle. Mm-hmm. So literally, in the last 4 or 5 months, not if that, about 4 or 5 months, you've seen 4 different apps pop up that offers this. If you still aren't bullish, people, you are crazy. Yeah. All right, they're putting an economic report. If you remember, J.P. Morgan, Chase, Dino Diamond, In-House Dino, and Bank of America wrote it in their SEC report about a risk to its business practice. Which, by the way, if you don't know, and actually Max Kaiser pointed this out. If you haven't seen Max Kaiser yet, go watch him. Mm-hmm. He has he's been in crypto for forever as well. For those who are sensitive, he might rub you the wrong way, but so what?
Get over it.
When you have a bunch of money and you're crypto rich, you can say what you want and do what you want every day on the internet. So Max Kaiser does that. I enjoy his stuff. But one of the things he mentioned was the reason why JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America actually came out and said it's a risk to his business practices and bottom line was because it's illegal not to do it. I didn't realize that. Bank of America and JP Morgan Chase legally has to report to the SEC and to its clients and investors any possible risks it may face on the balance sheets or to its business practices. And one of those risks, of course, that was pointed out was cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and the like. They literally wrote it out in that report to them. And, I mean, again, between that and the apps, people, the writing is on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So if you do miss this next bull rush, I wish I would have, could have, should have bought it right now because the price is low right now.
Like I said,
there won't be an excuse for this.
I don't want to hear it at all. Like I said, we've been putting out daily shows every day. We've had people talking about Bitcoin like ad nauseum. I mean, there's 100 channels you could watch that have been telling you. Like we always say, the next bull run, you basically it's gonna be a lot of sad no coiners. That's all I gotta say.
Decentralized said, watch out for Max though. He's sneaky. He scammed everyone back with Max Coin.
They scammed themselves by thinking that was gonna take off. That was just a popular what? Who buys a coin based on somebody's name? I mean, people, I'm sure, I guess Putin coin and Trump coin and all the other ones.
Kanye coin was probably like years ago.
I mean, they all, anything made off somebody's name is probably a scam. So,
have we used Cash App to receive Bitcoin yet? No, I haven't. Actually, I haven't used any of the apps. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I'm being old, at least personally, I'm being old school with it where it's like, hey, you ain't using the app yet? Yeah. But you know what? I'll download it. I might play around with it this weekend or something. Why not?
Yeah, I was gonna say I've used it a couple times.
I don't trust the apps personally.
Actually, I was gonna say, but actually, I'm only doing it for testing purposes, right? Because I actually have to consult people on how to use it. So, other than
that's why I said I was thinking about it, just to see, make sure I know how to use it.
But other than that, I'm still old school Bitcoin. I might pull out my wallet.dat file on y'all. If y'all don't know what that is, we got literally had to make a DAT file and actually
upload out some hard drives.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like old school. Man.
Right.
But, yeah, it's all good.
Well, good stuff. For the free Bitcoin today, what are we doing? What's happening with the free Bitcoin?
So, for the free Bitcoin, what are your thoughts on the capital gains tax, so to say? Will you pay capital gains tax, or do you think it should be done away with altogether? Also, do you think U.S. economic policy will affect this tax policy around the world? Because usually whatever we come up with somebody else will usually copy it. So put that comment, put your public address, and we'll send you that free Bitcoin.
You are in the comment section. Hilarious. I love it. All right, so you heard what to do for the free Bitcoin. Get that in right after the show. It probably takes about 5 or 10 minutes for the video to process. So let's get it done. It's a Friday. Smash that like and share button, people, if you like the show. Let's get this out to others as well. We're working on a lot of great stuff, hopefully to have out to you soon. Until then, have a great weekend. Of course, we love constructive criticism. Let us know what you would like to see on the show. And other than that, you know you can listen to us on your morning commute or afternoon commute home on Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna start talking like that on the show. That way they can hear this soothing voice on their drive home.
Oh, yeah.
All right, people. Have a great weekend. You got anything else?
That's all for me. You
all
have
right.
a good one.
We will see you Monday at
10-ish. Have a good one.
Cheers.